Hey, what's up guys, this is Aman. So in this video I'm going to talk about the 10 things that you should do once you land in USA as an international student. So if you are an international student or thinking of coming to USA for studies, this video is for you. This video might be a little longer because I want to explain the importance of every single thing that I'm going to tell you. So let's start with the one thing. The first thing that you should do once you land in USA as an international student is get a phone plan. Once you're here, you need a phone because your India's phone won't work here. It's not going to work here, so you will need a phone connection. If you already have a phone with you that you brought from India, you can get a SIM card. The second thing that you should do is get a bank account. Open a bank account. What I would recommend is open a bank account in Bank of America, because that's where I went for the first time when I opened my bank account, because they open the bank account for international students like right away. You don't have to wait longer. You just go there, you take your documents, you take your passport, I-20, I-94 card, these three things, that's all you need. Go to the bank and then open a bank account. Okay, that's one of the main thing. The third thing that you should do is find a cheap accommodation. You can find cheap accommodation because most likely when you will come, you will live on campus hostel, which is also called dorms, which is very expensive. You do not want to pay like $1,200 to $1,300 for 1 month. So look for shared rooms with students that you can find online, or you can also talk to somebody in your university who can tell you where you can find the shared rooms. You can go to the websites like Craigslist and other websites where people post ads about sharing rooms. You can find plenty of rooms around your university, and this will be cheaper for you. You will only pay like $400 to $600 a month instead of paying $1,200 to $1,400 a month. The fourth thing that you should do, most important thing, go to the university, take a tour of your university, know where all the things are, know where your classes are, know where all the other buildings are, know where the international student office is, know where cafeteria is. Go take a tour of that, because here universities are very big. If you just go on the first day, you will get lost. Because it was my first day, the campus was so big, and the first day of college, everybody is so busy, everybody is running around, everybody is walking so fast to their class because people are not aware of where their classes are. Don't make that mistake. Go 2 or 3 days before the university starts to look for where everything is. Do that. Number 5 is you should understand the US education system as soon as you come here, because here education system is different than your country. Here classes, absences, and all the other things, grades, they are all different. So you should understand that. Like in our country, for example, I'm from India. There we are staying in the same class and a teacher come to our class. But here you go to the teacher's class, every class. So for example, I have 4 classes, then I would have to go to 4 different places to take those classes. Because here teacher does not come to our class, we go to the teacher's class. Number 6, get health insurance. Here medical services are very expensive and you do not want to pay that much money in case you get sick in future. That's why having a health insurance here is very important. Do not take that lightly, because I have experienced that. I went to hospital one time and I ended up paying $3,000 just for one little thing. I will make a video in detail about that, so subscribe if you have not subscribed to my channel yet. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Number 7, so ask yourself this question: are you going to live in a big city like San Francisco, New York, Washington, LA? If the answer is no, then you should apply for a driver's license, because in small towns, if you're not living in a big town, then you are going to have a lot of trouble finding public transportation. Because here public transportation, if you find it, it will take a lot of time for you to get from one place to another. It's very time consuming to use public transportation if you are in small towns, and it's very expensive. If you live in a big city, you can use the public transportation, that will not be a problem. Number 8 is get a car. Once you get your license, or you're about to get your license, you should get a car, buy a car. You can buy a used car or new car. I made a video about full guide of buying a car for international student. You can go check out that video. And if you have any question about buying a car, you can contact me on Instagram anytime. I always leave my Instagram link and my Instagram information on the screen or in the description. You can always contact me on Instagram if you have any question regarding anything. I always reply to my messages. I always try to help the students who want to come here, because I do not want you to make the same mistakes that I made. So don't hesitate. If you have any question, you can always contact me on Instagram. Number 9, this is the most important thing that I will tell you, and trust me, it's worth it. I will tell you the fastest way to make contacts around the university, the fastest way to make friends. And this will also, so what you should do is join a fraternity or sorority when you are in the university. A fraternity or sorority, fraternity is most commonly for boys, sorority is most commonly for girls. They do a lot of things. They study together, they party together, most of the time they live together. So living together, because most of the fraternities, they have their own houses, frat houses. You can, if you become a member of the fraternity, you can go live in the house, and you don't have to pay that much money. You will only pay like $100 or $200 a month, because they have really big houses, and all the frat members, they live in the house. So I joined a fraternity, and I did not have to pay that much for accommodation for a little while. And I also made good contacts through the fraternity. It was helpful for me to find jobs. They showed me a lot of things around the city, and I made so many friends. So it's worth it to join a Greek club, or to join a fraternity or sorority. They also have co-ed fraternities. It means in that fraternity is for both girls and boys. So join the fraternity, that will be helpful to you. The fastest way to make contacts. Okay, that number 10. So when you land here and you wanted to go somewhere, you do not have car when you just land here. So I would suggest that find as much as information as you can about the public transportation system here. You can go to the bus stations and get the printed cards from them that tells you like what kind of buses they have available, and from what destination till what destination, and from where. That card will show you all the timings of the buses and their locations, so you can decide on basis of that which bus you should catch to reach your destination and how much it costs. So find the info about the public transport when you are very new here and you do not have a car. That's very important. Okay guys, this was it. If you guys have any questions, you can leave a comment below, or you can also contact me on my Instagram with any of your questions. And make sure you like this video if it was helpful for you, and do not leave without subscribing to the channel so that you won't miss any video in future. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, goodbye, good luck for the journey.